What's the word? What's up? How you guys doing? What's going on? What's up, baby?
Oh, hello. How are you?
Oh, just here, living life.
Oh, you look like you're full of life today.
Always full of life. 23 years old. What the fuck?
No, I mean, you look like well rested. You don't look tired or anything.
Always well rested. It's what I do.
Okay. Well, just take the compliment.
All right. Thanks, babe.
But anyway, hello. And hello to everybody who is here.
What's going on, everybody? AP said, Órale. Damien De Leon said, first in the building. Hope all is well. Grillo y white fence. What's up,
Oh,
Damien? How you doing, brother? AP said, hope everyone is well. Sergio said, what's up, everyone? Yvonne Madrid said, hello, everyone. Oh, but Yvonne here from the beginning tonight. No phone call? Or is
okay.
she, or is she going to take you away from us in a little bit?
But
Tyson,
like, what a good mom to like answer the phone calls and do all that stuff, huh? Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's great. I have
Like,
um I have a cousin that's been in prison since 2000, and his dad has never missed like a visit or a phone call, or he's always there for him. So kind of reminds me of my uncle Ivan does.
yeah, well,
No matter what, they're your kids, you know.
yeah, yeah, for real. Burqueño said, Cubo. Ty 602 said, looking 23. You see that, huh, bro?
Oh
I
my
knew you
god,
would know.
no,
I
he
knew
is
you would.
not, Ty. Don't start with your stuff tonight.
I knew you would notice, bro. I shaved today. Look at it. It's all like, yeah, you know how I do it.
God,
She be hating. James said, have you ever done time with vatos from Clanton 14 from Los? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm probably gonna say no. There wasn't a lot, only because I saw you put Clanton 14. I'm assuming that's a norteño clica. Um, there wasn't a lot of norteños in our prison system. Not because there was any issues. They're just for whatever reason there wasn't. Um, I remember. I think there was a few, two or three. I remember there was one vato. He had a big ass 14 on the side of his neck. Good dude. He was a real good dude. But I don't know where he was from. Uh, and what's crazy is you vatos would probably trip, but in Arizona, the whatever norteños were there. Uh, okay, first of all, Raza ran together no matter what in Arizona, right? So all the vatos from Califas that were sureños or norteño, whatever, they all ran Raza, right? But then you had the little ranflas. So most of vatos from Califas kicked it with each other, and the norteños and sureños would kick it together. Usually there wasn't no pleito in there. If anything came up, it usually got squashed pretty fast because um, that it usually got squashed pretty fast because they didn't because the Arizona Holly wouldn't let that kind of beef go on. But I'm just assuming. I guess homie told me that it's not a norteño Holly. It's from L.A. So Despensa. But no, I don't think so. I don't. I know a lot of vatos from White Fence, few vatos from Montevelo. Um, there was vatos from Tortilla Flats. There was vatos from Florencia. I mean, I guess everywhere from Califas, Bowling Park, San Diego from the Longos or Long Beach, not San Diego, Long Beach, all kinds of different ones, bro. I don't specifically remember anybody saying Clanton, but they didn't talk too much about their clicas like that. You know what I mean? AP said, Giovanna, you
Yeah.
should go up South Mountain and flap your ears to make the summer go away. Serio, I know you can do it.
Uh, my ears are not that big. They're not. I think you guys just, it's because every time my face is like in the angle of the picture and it's like probably, it's like close up, I think.
Hmm.
I think that's why.
You think?
No, I know it is. Don't do that stupid face. Don't do that.
Okay. You know I've seen you without the picture, right?
And you know, I see you up close and you don't look 23. You know that, right?
You're just hating now.
Mm-hmm.
Our Lopez said the Bato Choco Loco is here. Don't know how long, but here I am. There you
Yeah,
go.
the
What's up,
chocolate.
brother? Yvonne said, LOL. I figured out that I can still watch the live while they're on the phone. My son told me I was like, what the hell? I was missing out for no reason.
Don't those kids know like everything when it comes to like the technology?
Hey, but
That's
your poor daughter's going
crazy.
to be talking to you and you're not going to be paying attention. Sarah Lina Flores said, what's good, y'all? I hope everyone is in good spirits on this beautiful night. Checking in from Salinas, Califas 831.
Oh, yeah. I know the 831. Not too well, but I'm familiar.
Yeah, I grew up with them.
Shut up.
Patty Guardado said hi to the both of you. Enjoy watching your videos. Thanks for what you do, what you both do. God bless you. But thank you, Patty.
Oh,
Appreciate that.
thank you. Hello to you too, Patty.
I know you just
Um,
gotta throw her in because she's here, but I get it. You're welcome.
no, she likes me. I'm a hoot. I'm a hoot.
And Mess said, hello everyone. Good to hear you tonight. Vato 32 said, Cubo from East Phoenix. Cubo. What's up, brother?
Okay.
Evil side. Patty Guardado says San Bernardino, California. James said, nah, homie, they are sueños, but the only barrio in Los allowed to sport the C-14 created in 1921 in downtown Los Angeles. Slappy and Big House were medals from Westside Clapton. I've heard the name. I just didn't know. I just didn't know. Well, I assumed the 14 was norteño, but that's a trip. That's cool. I guess back then that wasn't no issue. Hopefully, it'll stop being an issue.
Yeah, but you know they got issues. It's a bunch of issues up there.
Shut up. Patty Guardado said that's Southern California.
Oh yeah, yeah. I knew that.
Bago from White Fence. No, the one I remember the most was that in our Pinta, and I think he's doing live is Loco. Loco from White Fence. Um, he was he's the one I remember the most. We were there a few years together, and then when all the pleitos started, um, he was involved. Manuel Unzueta said, tapping in, I'm at the Jale. Hope you're still on when I'm off in an hour. Oh, bro, 1 hour. You know we'll be on.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll see. I haven't decided how long this live is gonna go for, but I'm pretty sure that we can do that tonight.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. What I do know is
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
we are here. So
Yeah, typically I like to go like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we'll just play it by ear.
you stupid. She doesn't she's just talking. She don't know what she's talking about. You know what I mean?
Right?
All right, let's see. Michael Saldana said, what's up, crickety wife? Hope todo está bien.
Yeah, everything's great.
Very well.
Very
It is very, how do you say it? Is very well.
I think it's
Is
great.
very,
I'm
very,
I'm living
very
the dream.
as I am. Mark Gonzaga said, "You get the memo, White Vince. We will not comply."
Yeah.
Right. The married man said, "What's your thoughts on Timo talking smack about you on a prisoner's awakening?"
He's
Didn't see
still
it.
talking about us?
Didn't see it. And don't care, brother. I have no thoughts on it. To be honest with you, uh, there's gonna be lots of people that don't like me. That's not been any secret. Um, there's a lot of people that don't agree with me, and a lot of people that, hey, at the end of the day, a lot of people I did dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's the life we lived. But here I am. I don't hide from my past, and anybody that has a problem with it, that's their problem. I don't give a fuck. So moving on. Disco el Super Visto said, Hootie Hoo, what's up, brother? Patty Guardado said, what's the topic for tonight? Uh, I don't know. What can we talk? The main thing that I like to talk about, obviously, is what you guys think would be the best way to go about reaching these kids, at risk youth, and by whether it's because of your guys' personal um your guys' life, what I'm saying, like you guys, things you guys have gone through or seen. What would be the best way? I've given obviously my opinion. I don't think a lot of the stuff from the past has necessarily worked. Maybe a little of that and a little bit of what I think, and then maybe some stuff that you guys think, or maybe none of it. I don't know. So if anybody has ideas on that, let's talk about it. Just based on whether it's your experiences or just thoughts and opinions. I mean, most of us that have been through that life can probably talk about what we thought may have worked in our case. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I know for sure that the doing the scared straight, trying to scare a kid out of going to the joint, that's not going to work because most of us want to prove ourselves. So you're not going to scare us from wanting to be involved in anything. You know what I mean? That's just my thoughts on it. But I mean, that's kind of the topic that I would really like to go into, and maybe hear some of your guys' opinion.
Um,
What you, babe?
Before I forget and lose my train of thought,
Okay.
I know it's still kind of early. We're barely in September. We'd like to sponsor a family, maybe two or three if we can for Thanksgiving. So please email us, if you know anybody that needs a Thanksgiving dinner and why you think that they deserve it. And if we get a lot of emails, then, we'll have to pick a few. If we only get three, then those are the three, But if you know of, even if it's your family member, if you know of a cousin of yours or a coworker or something like that, anybody that just had a hard time this year or is struggling, or just for whatever reason, they need a Thanksgiving dinner, we want to cover all of that this year. So we have time from now until Thanksgiving to do it. Um, so just let us know. I want to get ahead of things this way we can get it done a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving, and they can have everything that they need. I don't know. A lot of people are in here from California. You guys are just like Arizona. Everything runs out in the store. So we'd like to have that 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yeah, for real. Um, yeah, I almost forgot about Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I like Thanksgiving too. It was all right. But Christmas is
Yeah.
my
I know that Thanksgiving is usually at the end of the month. Um, The bill, rent, all the bills are due around the corner, and it just get expensive during Thanksgiving, and everything in the grocery store has gone up. So I'd like to figure this out soon.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that's gonna be cool. That is gonna be cool. Patty, what
Yeah.
else? Oh, what's the topic? Ty 602 said Giovanna the shot caller, he said.
Oh, yeah. I like that, Ty.
Ramiro Medina said, heard of Memo from the old. I've heard, yes, heard of it. Man, bro, I've actually done time with a few of Lino. Lino was there. And matter of fact, Lino got hit when he came out to writing unit, and he got hit by Sueño and Wapo, and he ended up in CDU right there, and I was there not next door, but a little bit down the way. Um, he was a respectful dude, you know what I mean? But at that time, most of us coming in were kind of we were poisoned against those vatos. You know what I mean? There was a lot of propaganda against those vatos, and we believed it, and so to us, they were what it was. But inside the oil, there's no wolfing and all that. I mean, everybody's looking out for each other and all that. And of course, if the door pops, you do what you do. But most of them were pretty cool, man. I actually him, Tejano. I did time with Tejano. A few of them. There was a few of them that were pretty good dudes. Big Mondo, Jojo Bernal. He was I don't know. Jojo Bernal was different. But Triste, I remember Triste, but Triste was also different. But there was a few of them. I never did time. I never was around about the memo, but I heard of them, just like I've heard of some of the other ones. Casparelli said, "Good evening, gente. I came to hang out and study. You all
Oh, that's cool.
cool, cool, cool."
What's your study on?
And Mess said, "You have any thoughts if you know about Casper Munoz getting hit? Such a bad, sad thing." Yeah, yeah, it was. Just so you're aware, I mean, it didn't have anything to do with the Clica. Um, it's when things like that happen, people automatically assume it's something like that. Uh, it wasn't, as far as everyone knows.
Casper got hit?
Not big Casper from VHHB, little Casper
Oh,
from Garfield. Yeah, uh, Chad. But yeah, it's messed up, man. I hate to see it. I didn't know Chad personally, but I knew Chunky real good, and I met Boxer, their other brother, when I was on the Calles. He came, and me, him, and Sinner went out and did some things together, but I never met Chad personally. I had a few wheelas back and forth, but that was it. But yeah, it's all bad when stuff like that happens. OG, Triple OG said, "Yepa, yepa, yepa. Órale pues. What's up, brother? How you doing?"
he said, "Yeppa, yeppa."
Never know if it's the real one, though, right? So many trolls, man. But either way, you will. MG said, "Buenas noches, raza." What's up, brother? Ramiro Medina said, "Are all the yardas integrated now?" I think there's two or three that are not. That one they call Las Palmas is not yet. I think there's one in Yuma. It's a new one that they put. I don't know, new or not, but it's not Dakota, Cheyenne, or the ones we know. It's, or maybe I don't know. I don't know how long you've been around, but it's not one that I had heard about. And then I think Winslow Kaibab is still not is not done. I think I heard half of the yard. I'm not sure, um, but a lot of the majority are now, and and they are considered. if you went to those yardas and you signed that paper, um, they are considering them no good. So basically, the whole state, except for I think 2 or 3 yards, is doing that. So yeah, it's crazy. And what's crazy is that regla came from a lawsuit from California, and I don't know how they're not implementing that in California. I don't know what's going on or how that's working, but that's how it went out there. Casparelli said el día de Guajalote. Turkey. Jesse Hinojosa says saludos, big homie. What's up, brother? He's on Facebook. How you doing, bro? Saludos right back to you. Eric Lerma said, what's up, Cricket and Jovan and the B23 familia? ¿Qué hubo?
Oh, hello.
Jovan's not really B23 familia. She can try.
No,
But
I'm not.
D50, remember?
It's not D50. It's not It's not 50. Don't be funny.
What was it?
No, I'm not gonna tell you now. I'm not gonna. No, no.
John
Mm-mm.
Saviejo Jr. said, ¿Qué hubo, carnal? From Salas Califas. What's up, brother? Mark Gonzaga said, my opinion, if you can catch them young at Adobe Mountain Juvenile, I think if you put them on game for a better life, you have a better chance to impact their lives.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? The thing for the Thanksgiving is I'm gonna make a couple flyers like we had planned on it. I was just waiting for it not, for it not to be so hot.
Yeah,
And I want to go down to Durango and maybe catch some parents and pass out flyers to them and things like that. I know
yeah,
that they're the only thing that they offer is like canned food and some clothes to the kids. But
yeah,
if I make 100 flyers, I'm really hoping that one of them will at least reach out and say, hey, I have this kid that needs help or whatever, and we can go from there. I know that sports are coming up. It'd be really great to sponsor somebody, in football or basketball or something like that. So that's gonna be my plan for September.
yeah. That'd be cool. Um, and I'm with you, Mark. I think the younger the better, but of course, yeah, the younger the better, I think is always the best course. You know what I mean? Like I think once they get a little bit older, they're a little bit more of knuckleheads. But then again, I don't know, man. Maybe they're a little more mature and you can actually talk sense to them. I don't know about that side of it, but I mean, either way, I think the big thing for kids is to have an adult to look up to. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily, it doesn't have to be, I don't mean look up as in want to be like. I mean look up to as in someone there for them. You know what I'm saying? Like someone they can rely on is what I'm more what I'm saying. Not say, hey, that's my mentor. None of that shit. Just someone that they can talk to, someone that they can.
Somebody that they can count on, somebody
Yeah,
that's not gonna let them down, somebody that understands their point of view, you
and
know?
there's that and understands them exactly. Most of us have been through what they've gone through, and I remember one of the big things that we used to say when these vatos would come in and talk to us in the juvenile wherever we were, whatever facilities, is we were always like, man, you don't know, you ain't lived our life, you don't know what the fuck, usually it was a 20 or 21-year-old dude that says he was a gang member but he changed his life, and we're in there like, fool, you ain't but like 3 or 4 years older than me, and it just wasn't what it wasn't somebody that we thought could understand our where we were coming from for the most part. But I think that's what you need to put in front of them. Not always. I think they need a little bit of everything. One of the big things that I want to do eventually is also, because I've talked to so many people doing this, has actually opened my eyes to a lot of stuff where people have approached me or send me, not approached me, but send me emails and all of that, and they've talked about how hey, I grew up in this barrio, but at 18 I got my girl pregnant, so I never really got locked up, and now I'm the chief of the fire department or whatever, right? And to me, it's like, damn, these are the people I wish I could put in front of these kids so that they can see that not everybody that grows up like them went to the pinta and all that, so that they know that the option is obviously there. Like they're not, it's not inevitable for them to go to the pinta. They can be somebody and do something with their life without having to first go through that and then change their life. You know what I mean? Uh, that's not, doesn't have to be the route. They can do it now. And so that's one of the things that I always think about, like putting those type of individuals in front of them también.
And some kids that are troubled kids, they kind of their answer sometimes to things is like, well, this is just my life. This is how it is.
Yeah.
Like they think that's just their life because of the neighborhood they grew up in, or somebody in their families like that, or their fathers like that, and their mothers like that. So they just think that this is what my life is going to be because that's what I saw growing up, and it just is what it is. And that's how they really think. And they could see another point of it. My son has never been in trouble, before. And he's, the nicest, kindest kid. I call him a hippie because he loves everybody. And he didn't have to turn out any kind of bad way just because his father was in prison. So these kids can see that, hey, I could be the generation to change everything. I don't have to be that.
Yeah, it's definitely true. And they can avoid all the heartache of that, that life, the pinta, the lawsuits, all that stuff. I think it's a mix of things that need to be put in front of these kids. There's no one answer. I think a little bit of everything, and some things will work with some, and some will, other things will work with others. I mean, I think it depends, but we can't give up. We can't just let these kids keep going down that path and seeing the system the way it is. And I watched earlier today an old video that I have of um, teenagers on death row, and it was when they were still debating whether juveniles should be sentenced to death. And some of them did some heinous ass shit, and you would watch it and be like, man, what do I think about that? But I think it just comes back to the same thing. I mean, yes, there's consequences to your actions, but I don't think you can hold kids as accountable as you do an adult. I mean, that's just the way I feel about it. I know as a grown man, I think a lot different than I did as a kid, and I think most people know that. So I don't know why we don't take that into account with some of these kids. And I do understand that, I mean, some heinous shit makes it real difficult I guess, show leniency just because they're young. But I mean, is it about punishment or is it about rehabilitation? If it's about punishment, then okay, do your thing. Don't bullshit. Don't say it's not. Um, you know, Either way. I mean, if it is, then it is. If it's not, then I think you need to take their fact that they're young like that into account. John Saviejo Jr. said, Cule Carnal from Salas Califas. Yep, yep. MG said, Chronicles, you ever come close to being sent to ADX in Colorado? No, brother. By the time I went to the feds, I was pretty much done. So I didn't have to worry about, they weren't trying to lock me down or do none of that shit. In the state, obviously, I went to SMU 1 and 2 and all that stuff. And I was in BCU and SMU 1, the violent control unit and all that. But nah, once I went to the feds, Um, I was no pretty much no longer parte, so ADX wasn't in my wasn't in the in you know wasn't I wasn't classified that way. El Farmero se órale pues, saludos, Cricket Lokester, the content creator, social media influencer extraordinaire. And he
Oh
said, hey,
my
white,
God.
said, hey, white fence too, I guess.
No, I guess. Hello to you too. Yes, you say hello to me. But we didn't have to do all that.
The married man said, I thought you and Timo DeVille squashed the beef. I've been seeing him on multiple channels talking reckless about you. Brother, listen, I don't know this dude, okay? And I don't understand how this type of stuff happens, you know what I mean? Um, Let me explain what happened, and I don't know
No,
why.
honestly, if he wants to go and talk about us anywhere he wants to, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah,
Next time you see
but
him, tell
let
him
me
that Jovan wants to give him a hug. I want to buy him a Happy Meal. I don't know if there's like some, insight in there. I don't know what it is, but I just want to give him a hug, want to buy him a Happy Meal and, keep it moving. He can talk about us whenever,
let me
wherever.
let me answer this question.
I don't
So,
care.
okay, let me answer this question. So,
In a nutshell.
the vato, there is no beef, brother. What happened was I gave Timo, like a lot of people that are on my that would come in and participate and all that, a wrench. Unfortunately, Timo started using that wrench to like it almost seemed like he was bullying people. People would come in and comment, and I've said before, and I've told everybody, if someone comes in and talks shit to me, don't knock them out. I'm willing to listen to people's opinion about me because I understand that life. I was in it. So when someone has an opinion about me because of what I did, I walked away. I'm a piece of shit. All that stuff. If it's a troll that's coming in and being disruptive, yes, please get them out of here. But if someone comes in and they literally, they just have an opinion because of their morals, their character, whatever you want to call it, then I'm willing to debate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to talk about that. I'm willing to have an adult conversation about that. And I'm not just gonna get people out of here because they don't agree with me. So that's what I've told everybody from the beginning. Timo seemed to, even with his own personal stuff, he would bring it here. And if he had like pleito with someone on a different channel in that chat, he would knock them out the box from my channel. And it was too much bullying. And in the end, the last straw is Rojo he had the channel Convict's Perspective with Flaco and all that. Rojo's cool with me. Me and Rojo would say hello to each other, all this stuff. I don't know what happened between him and Timo, and I don't care. But Rojo came in and Timo started talking real bad to him and hit him, like knocked him out. So then that's when I pulled. No, actually, yeah, I pulled the wrench from Timo and I put him in timeout because I'm like, bro, don't bring that to this. Don't bring that here. I don't want none of this YouTube drama bullshit in here. And he kept. And as soon as he was able to talk again. He started talking shit to Rocco again, like really disrespectful. And I just hit him again, bro. And he took that as he should. He took it raw. I mean, he took it disrespectfully, like I did him dirty. Okay. But the bottom line is, I said it before, I'm not going to allow someone to come in here and use their own feelings with and start bullying people because they're having political arguments in other places and other stuff. And then just because you're here and we're cool, I'm just going to let you just start, knocking people out the box for no reason. Like it's just not.
I think it was like a little bit of other things too. And I'm reading the comments. Farmero saying that's a troll channel. That's a troll right there. That's starting trouble on other things. But this is the truth. And Farmero, he has tried to start problems with me before in other channels. I've seen it. We were on Rascal's Live the other day, and Rascal said something. Oh, I'm going to post a video of the kids showing their backpacks. and he does an emoji of people of throwing up. Why would he think that that's disgusting? And then he's like, I'll pass. You'll pass on seeing some kids receiving some backpacks. It's the little side things that he does like that I've noticed, and we just ignore it and we move on. I'm talking about it now because this is our channel and we can talk about what we want. But it's the side things that he does like that. I mean,
Yeah,
I get it. This is his whole life. He's in an apartment with,
uh,
with other people in a room with his cat, and he's however old, and he does those side things. I've seen him for myself, and
yeah,
that's a problem to me. It's not okay.
yeah. But the bottom line is there's no beef, bro.
I
And
know, but then like also like when we're on Krusty too, it's like the little side digs, and we just stay quiet and we just exit out. You know what I mean? But
but
like I said,
but anyway, that's what happened. And but I have no beef with the dude. I don't even know the dude. I just didn't want the drama in here in the chat. That's it. I don't want drama, bro. I mean, I don't know how many ways I can say it, how many times I can show it. I don't know. I'm not with the bullshit. My motivation for doing this is totally different than most other people, and I think that that's a distraction. I'm not here, and I'm definitely not gonna let somebody be bullying other people for whatever reason. It's just not gonna happen. Not here. I'm not, and so it is what it is. I have nothing against the dude. I don't hate the dude. If he has things to say about me, then he has things to say about me. But he doesn't know me, so the only thing he can say is that I didn't let him talk shit to Rojo. That was the end. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's move on. That's not something that we should even be discussing because that's more drama. Ah, Ramiro Medina said fentanyl is destroying Phoenix. Vatos and tents camped everywhere. Phoenix is starting to become the new Kensington. Man, bro, you that you're right, man. And me and Jovan talked about that the other day. She was talking about how sad it was. She was. Where did you go, babe? When you saw that young kid that just you said his eyes were like was it Sam's Club,
what was it? No, we saw him at Food City.
Food City. It- they're just the kid. I mean, younger and
They're
younger, and
getting younger and younger. It's so
their,
sad out here. It really
yeah,
is.
their eyes are just. It just looks like they're empty, bro. That Halle right there is just all bad, man. You see him at the bus stop. I don't know what the remedy is for that. I mean, you can't lock up people and think that's gonna work. It's I don't know, man. I don't know what the
And it's
remedy.
hard because with adults, you can't make them get help if they don't want to get help. So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, but you're right, Ramiro. I've seen some of those videos on Kensington too, and me and my girl saw it. I mean, we went to Walmart. No, we went to Food City somewhere. I can't remember. Whatever we went, and on the side, bro, they're just sitting there on the floor with their back against the wall, smoking that shit out of um, the silver paper. ¿Cómo se llama, babe? God damn it.
Oil.
Foil. At a foil paper a la brava, just right there in front of everybody. Like they're not even worried about anything. You know what I'm saying? They just worried about their jale, and it's crazy, and it's so cheap. It's just that's just what everybody. It's man, yeah, that is sad right there.
That
I
and
don't.
then the way they don't know what they're doing. Like I've seen people just walking around with no shirts on in the middle, at noon. Like you're
Yeah,
gonna get sunburned, you know what I mean? Or they're walking around with no shoes, and I'm like it has to be hot. They don't feel that, but they don't. They just have no idea like what's going on around them. They really don't. Like they're
yeah,
not even embarrassed to do it like in front of businesses. Like they'll just start doing it anywhere. That back then you didn't see them like that. You'd see them not in public places like that where people go shopping and stuff with their kids. I mean, maybe like in a back alley or something or behind the building, but it's just so open now. And it's
yeah.
like, what do you do? What do you do?
and I don't know. People are saying it's worse than the crack epidemic of the '80s. I mean, I was real young for that, so I don't. But when I look at it, even historically, I don't know. I mean, I guess it is, and maybe because it's. I don't know, man. It's just all bad. I don't. Hopefully that eventually something will come around and get people to see it for what it. I don't know, man. Because the other side of it is they're dying, man. They're dying because it's the stuff is strong. They don't know what it's chemicals. It's they don't know what they're taking, what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. I don't know what the remedy is for that, but definitely needs to be one. Billy B23 said, "What up, everybody? Peace." Jesse Hinosa said, "Our corking yard's good." I couldn't tell you about that, bro. I'm not sure. I've heard people talk about uh corking, and I believe so, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure, brother. To be honest with you. El profe said, "What's up, Chronicales? Que hubo grillo y white fence? Good to be in the casa." El profe
Oh,
loco, what's up, bro?
hello.
Farmero said, "Jovan is not young enough to be B23. Don't disrespect the clica like that, Holmes."
First of all, Farmero, I am very young. Okay, so I know I'm going to be 40 this week, and nobody believes me because I've been, people know that I'm going to be 40, and nobody believes it. Nobody. And that's all I have to say. Like, the proof is right there. It's there. I can't even believe I'm going to be 40. I'm like,
I believe it.
yeah, because you know my real age, but I mean, I had people telling me all the time, like, you are not 40. I'm like, yeah, I am.
I can't believe I really have an old lady.
I can't believe I have like an old man.
No, fuck you.
You got a little change from YouTube, like a little sugar daddy.
See,
Well, like a Splenda
good,
daddy,
good
the
luck.
cheap one, because you got 50 cents. Well, because you're almost 50 and I'm 40. So
Your
that
ass
would
almost 50.
typically, that's what it is. When the guy is that old and the girl's that young, it's usually that type of relationship.
Listen, first of all, I'm not almost 50. I'm fuck
You're
you.
going to be 46. So you're
No, I'm
close
not.
to 50.
44.
You're 45. Don't play. You're going to be 46 in January. You know how to count now?
Hold on, shut up. I was
Oh
born in
my God,
78.
this guy is losing it. See? The oldness is kicking in.
2018, I was 40. Oh, I'm 45.
Yeah, you're going to be 46, old man.
Well, it don't matter. I don't look it. So what the fuck? You know, I
Which
still.
is,
You know, I look like I did for the day that 23-year-old picture.
no, you don't. Don't even click that thing.
You know
But,
I did.
I'm just saying for metal, please take that down.
You see it?
Take it
Look,
off. Take it
see that?
off.
Same shit. Look
I'm
at
going to
that.
have people go in there and delete those little pictures.
I don't care. I got them bitches on my phone.
Oh my God, it's so stupid.
That's my motherfucking screensaver. Little bell. Let's see. Where are we at? MS said I heard something different about him, but won't put it out there. Who? Oh, about Casper, bro? Put it out there. I would like to know. I heard if you're talking about Casper, um, because I've only gotten like secondhand information. Uh, email me, bro, if you can, because I would. I mean, honestly, I'd like to know if it was something else. I heard something, but I heard it wasn't that. But let me know. Casparelli said, "Oh, Giovanni, your comebacks are my favorite." She's good. Don't do
Thank
that.
you so much. I appreciate that. You know,
blow up
I have to be quick because the haters, girl, like, they're all over. I'm telling you.
you're gonna blow up her head. It's already
I'm just,
huge.
I, I have to be quick like that because, just comes from all over.
Ramiro Medina said, "Do you know any Carnage from Hayden? You mean probably meant Carnales from Hayden Park? Shaky, Shaky was from Hayden Park. Me and
Shaky was shaking.
Shaky were in riding unit in before we were both Carnales. We're there. We're in the Paredes together too. Yep. Before but that was we were both just Skina at that time. John Saviejos Jr. said the younger kids need a role model that would be there for them and they can trust without leaving dry. Absolutely,
Yeah.
John. That's from Facebook for the people that can't read it on YouTube for whatever reason. You guys can't read each other's stuff, but that's absolutely true, John. A lot of us, and I'm putting myself in it because I grew up the same way as a lot of these kids, and probably a lot of you also. Um, but a lot, we'll use them. A lot of kids have been let down, and multiple times. Usually, their parents or whatever the situation, whatever their personal situation is, it's usually all bad in their life. You know what I mean? And so a lot of times they're chasing uh, that acceptance, that amor, the family. They're looking. Human beings, as a general rule, are emotional creatures, right? Where we don't like to be alone. Everybody wants to have people they can count on, and when you grow up and you feel like you're an outcast for whatever reason, sometimes um, whatever your family dynamic is. I think that you look for it on the streets, and everybody that's on the streets looking for it is like you, right? So then you guys, it's all this gang shit, and you guys you start doing stupid shit to get attention, and I mean, psychologically, they can fucking put us in a pigeonhole, but a la neta, I think that a lot of it is true. You know what I mean? We just, we all look for that, and you see it in even these clicas as once we get to be adult, we're calling each other carnales, and this my family, and that he's like my brother, and all this shit. But the whole time you're backstabbing each other and doing all that drama, like because these fools don't know how to be brothers. They don't know how to be family. They don't know that shit. So LA Dodger Blues said Cuba Cricket Jovan and the B23 family.
Oh, hello.
What's up, brother? Ruben Cruz said, Buenas noches, Mr. Cricket, on your senora and all your helpers. Thank you for your desire to reach to you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for that comment.
I'm more than just a co-host. I kind of carry this man sometimes.
She's not my senora though, bro. She's she's she's
Your young chica.
she's on what's it
Your
called? She's
young chicanita.
no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Wait. She's on what is it when you go to go try to get a movie part?
A what?
Like if you want to go be in a movie, what is that called?
An extra? Excuse me, sir.
Not an extra pendeja. When you try to go be the actor in the movie, you gotta go and do what is that called?
I don't know. Try out?
Yeah, like try out, but they have a fucking name for it.
I
I
don't
thought you
know.
did drama for 3 years.
I was in drama for 3 years. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, when you go, if you want to go and you try out for a movie.
Audition?
Yeah, she's in audition, bro.
I'm not auditioning for anything, sir.
Yeah, you're auditioning to be my wife.
No,
I'll let
I'm
you.
not. Oh my god. Wow. This freaking guy.
Sincerely, JB3 said audition, Simon. Look, and then homie put audition. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm not auditioning for anything. Thank you very much.
She's getting there, bro.
No, no, don't even do that.
MS said it would
I
help the
won't
young.
even show up to the audition. How about that?
Absolutely, MS. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You won't what? Yes, shut up.
Yeah, now you're a little scared, huh?
Oh yes.
Real quick, I know this is off subject, but sometimes when there's people at work and if somebody's sitting on me, I'll call Manya and I'll be like, hey, somebody's trying to take your prize away from you. But, I'm good. They're trying to take me from you. And you're like, okay, yes.
Good
You
luck.
know how I always call you and tell you that?
Yeah. Good luck.
Whatever.
Yeah, MS it would. So honestly, brother, let's rap about that because Simon. Farmero said a kid at my niece's school was killed at a football game. It's a sad situation. The shooter was also in her class. He shot 5 people, killed one, two. The wounded are elderly. Damn, them school shootings, man.
They're just getting worse and worse. And, every day on the news, it's about some kid that takes a gun to school.
I don't know if it's getting worse and worse. I think it's just been ever since the Colorado one, the big one, back then. I just think that it's gotten a lot more attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
news wide and country wide. Because I remember growing up, fools got busted with cuetes in school all the time. It just got suspended for a week or two and came back. You know what I mean? I mean, they didn't blast people. You know what I mean? But nowadays, you get caught with a cuete and it's like 10 o'clock news,
Well,
which
yeah.
it should be because I mean, shit, these fools are really doing it. Disco el super vistos, and some people just want to see the world burn. Can you blame them nowadays? I don't know, but I'm having a good time being free, so I don't want to.
No, I like the world I'm in. I'm having a
Yeah,
great time.
yeah. Yvonne said my 12-year-old is up and she's seen I was watching, and she said, "Can you put on the TV? I want to watch." That's
Oh,
cool.
hello.
What's her? Well, I remember her name. What was it? Kaylee. What's up, Kaylee? Yeah, you think I remember, huh?
I was about to talk stuff to you if you didn't.
You didn't remember.
I do. I know everything.
Yeah, right. Disco said a lot of demasculation happening today too. Water is turning the frogs gay.
Oh,
Well, could be
well,
true.
that's that.
John Salviejo Jr. said, I have 6 boys and 2 girls, and I teach my kids from right and wrong. I tell them about my life and what I did wrong growing up as a youngster. I would tell them joining the gang is the wrong thing to do because they will not always be there for you. Yeah, that's, I mean, who better to teach your kids? I mean, if you've been like my son didn't, he grew up different, obviously. But when I got out, I told him all about my life, everything that had happened, you know, and I just wanted him to know from me, you know what I mean? Jovan never told him. He knew I was torcido, but he didn't know what for, or nothing like that, or any of it. And I broke it down to him. I told him what's up, and I wanted him to hear it from me. And and he's always been a good kid, though. I don't think he wasn't. He was just raised different. You know what I mean? She had him real baby, real chiquiado, and he had a lot of family. Even though I was torcido, um, I called him every day. I wrote him a lot. I used to send him, hobby craft stuff, all that highlight. Just, I mean, some kids, even some kids going through all that will still, because my son could have very well felt a certain way about it and rebelled. Um, Thankfully, he didn't. And if he did, though, I would hope that someone would step in. for him, and so hopefully we can step in for some others. Just I couldn't imagine my boy. You know what I mean? Like when I think about it now, and I see my kid, especially when I saw him, when he was like 12 and 13, and I remember that, that's when I was getting torcido as a kid, and I think like that, man, like as a parent, that shit would tear me up. You know what I mean?
But then
And
as a parent, you look at your kid and you're like, I gotta try everything I gotta do
yeah,
to help this kid, to show him love, to show him. And we get it. There's going to be great parents, and sometimes their kids just turn out a certain way. We
yeah,
don't know for what reason.
like me,
No, not like you. You never had a chance. You were doomed
faces do.
since birth.
Father, what are your thoughts on Gavin Newsom implementing the Norway project in California? I haven't heard of that. What is it, brother? He's,
Well, it's a little this and that.
um, I don't know, brother. I'm gonna look into it though, so that I can answer that because I have not heard of that. But honest, I was on that Prisoners Awakening live. Timo wasn't saying anything about you as far as I saw. Tricky that dude's okay. I mean, I don't know, bro. I still wanted to answer the question because people have asked, and that's just what happened here. You know what I'm saying? And like Jovan said, we have seen some things elsewhere, but again, the drama, I don't bring it here, and I don't, I don't engage. So we don't engage when we're out there. So that's why we just kind of stop. We don't. I mean, we still support Krusty and we'll go there and stuff, but we just kind of stopped commenting because it was just causing stuff. So whatever. Casperly said,
I've
Jovan,
just never, like, Fatima, I've just never fought with anybody like this much on YouTube. I feel like I'm fighting with a girl. Like, seriously, like, I don't even have problems with girls or other men. Like, this is crazy that this is like still going on. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I believe you if you said that he wasn't over there and it's just a troll account. I believe you. But from my own personal experience, like, literally this stuff is still like happening. The little side digs and things like that. And I don't talk about it on the other channels. That's why I'm talking about it right now to you, because this is our channel. And I don't want to disrespect Rascal or Krusty or anything like that. So that's why we keep it here.
Casperelli said, Giovanna has that happy meal.
Yeah. We'll get you a
14,
Happy Meal, get you a little hug, get you one of those little yellow raincoats, get
14,
some
my
rain boots, go splash in some puddles. That'd be so
14,
fun.
my
Can
son
you
is a,
imagine if not just saving a kid, but saving an adult? That would be great.
yeah, you're not going to do it. Not with no happy meal.
That might trigger a little something in the heart. Go down the slide, have a little childhood fun first, and then
Just go down the slide.
be like, come on, I got you. Go down. The stuff that they missed out with, that one of the parent wasn't there and now they take it out on the world because of their absent parent. So I can be that person. So let me know.
14 said, my son is a square and I can't be happier. I wasted too many years trying to be cool, wasting time with the Norte. Like always, respect from what's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a huge point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, if you ask most, of course there's some fucking stupid asses, right? But most people, most vatos that grew up like us and really did that shit wouldn't wish any of that shit on our own kids. You know what I'm saying? Like just like you said, you couldn't be happier that your son's a square, and I'm the same way, and I couldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying? So, and most people are like that. So why would not? Why would we not want to also have that for other people's children? You know what I'm saying? Like, no kids should have that life, bro. Nobody. No. And I know that it stars in the eyes thinking no one's ever gonna get torcido. I know that there's gonna be, there's always gonna be crime. There's gonna be stuff, but if we can step in on some of them, on some of the stuff, on some of this, nonsense that, that where you got these people, these kids listening to this propaganda and thinking they're doing something for some kind of cause and all that other stuff, like that's where I think we need to step in and say, no, don't listen to that shit. That's bullshit. Like, we tried it. There was no cause. At the end of the day, the only cause was some fool's, books. He wanted feria. He wanted carga. He wanted, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That at the end of the day, the top got everything, and everybody else got used. And even in the top, it was dog eat dog up there. There was no amor, no carnalismo, no family, no none of that shit. So, these kids need to know that, that don't believe in this so-called cause, and just because they use these fancy words and tell you to fucking, learn this and learn that, and these are the bonds, and this is the rules, and whatever they use, just realize what it's all about. You know what I mean? And don't be fooled by that. It's in the end of the day, it's all bad. MG said a choco moco pollo loco. Does that Happy Meal come with tortillas? LOL. Oh,
No, but
he said tortillas.
no, but if you want a pack of tortillas, I'll get you some, okay?
She
We'll,
can.
we'll have we'll have a whole day, okay? I'll take you to the trampoline park. I'll take you to the park. We'll get you a bike. I'll even, go behind you and act like you're learning. Get you a Happy Meal, some tortillas, and we'll call it a whole day if that's what's gonna help. Now, why'd you put that up there? Like, what does that do for you?
That's for the tortilla lady.
So every time you hear the word tortilla, you're gonna put that up.
Maybe.
I think you need a little Happy Meal. Was that fun for you? Making me look like that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You better start smiling too. Remember, you're auditioning.
Shut, shut up.
And Kenyo, he said someone asked him a question and he answered. Somebody was just trying to kick up dust on APA. I guess not enough drama on YouTube lately. I swear, some of these people never passed fourth grade. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Casperella laughing.
But you know what, though,
Casperella said,
Danielle? Thank you for that.
also, that account of trolling was created this week. Has been trolling on several channels. Has it? Then I fell for it. My bad. But either way, I mean,
No,
that's
but it's not my bad. What I've seen with my own eyes and what I've witnessed on other channels, and I'm like, hey, I just got to get out of here. I've
yeah.
seen it for myself. So that's why it's believable because I've seen it for myself done to me. Now, if that's a troll account, okay, I get it. But no, that could be your bad, babe. No, that's not my bad.
No, I'm saying my bad, but that's still my answer. You know what I'm saying? It's still it that is what happened, and it meaning at the end of the day, that's what it is. But again, there's no beef. I don't do beefs. I have bigger beefs. You know what I mean?
You do chicken instead?
Yeah, I do
Ooh,
it all.
some fried chicken,
Oh yeah,
KFC chicken,
I like that.
some coleslaw.
That's two.
No, Popeyes has better coleslaw.
No, it doesn't. Shut your mouth.
Well, there we have it.
Not than KFC. You're crazy.
Yeah.
Shut up. They don't even have better chicken.
Okay, well.
Patty Guardado said, don't forget you pay your debt to society. You don't have to keep explaining to no one. Your past is your past. Yes,
Yeah.
no. Um, while I understand that, I get that. I know that there's people that think that you can never pay that off. You know what I'm saying? Like, And I get that. And I know that there's also people. Here's the deal. If someone did to me what I did to them, I mean, their families or whatever, um, I'm sure that Jovan and my son and them would never forget the individual, right? Never forgive them. So I don't expect that from them. You know what I mean? Even though I'm sorry, I wish I could take it back. I wish, even though I've changed who I am, it doesn't change my actions from the past. So that's why I explain myself. That's why I do what I do. And it's not to try to ask for forgiveness because I don't think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there's going to be people that will never forgive me for it, and I get it. But it doesn't mean I can't stop living because of that though. You know what I'm saying? So I explain myself. I'm doing the best I can with what I have now, with this life that I was, this second chance I was given. I'm out here. Um, some people may think I shouldn't be, and that's valid too. But here I am. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say, hey, put me back in there. It just is what it is. I'm here. Now what do I do with what I got? You know what I'm saying? And I what I did is, I've been out 8 years now. So what I did was I bettered myself. I went to school, got a job. Me and Maruka bought a house. We did all we had to do to get ourselves stable. And then about 4 or 5 years ago, I started doing this YouTube thing, trying to figure out a way where I could kind of put out the message. And it was more about an anti-prison gang, and it's kind of morphed into a little bit more than that. But I think it's all together, and so that's why I do. Uh, that's why I do explain myself. That's why I do. If anybody has questions, issues, whatever, I'm here to answer that as truthfully as I can. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I've spoken openly about the things that I've done, um, and I'm not proud of any of it. You know what I'm saying? And that has brought me to the decisions I've made. I make now. You know what I'm saying? When these tough guys want to fight me and all that stuff, I'll let it be known. That's not me. I'm not pulling up on nobody. I'm not gonna fight nobody. That's just no longer the life I live, and I don't want to have anything to do with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I think we here now have to set an example to these kids. How are we gonna tell these kids, hey, don't do this, don't do that? But the minute someone comes on here and calls me a piece of shit, I'm trying to fight them and shoot them and talk shit. And I used to be this and I used to be that and just all the bullshit, right? So that's why I now choose to live my life uh, the way I want to be seen living my life. You know what I'm saying? Not hypocritically. What I say is what I do. And hopefully that's enough. You know what I mean? I know to a lot it's not, but I can't do nothing about that part of it.
Oh no, I
But
still think you need to do a little bit more.
oh, I know you do. That's why you're auditioning. Keep talking, woman.
Okay, well,
Huh?
no, now I'm upset.
Are you?
Yeah,
El, far- El Barbero said, what'd you say last night? What was the word you said?
upset.
No, the word you used last night. What was it? Rilla? Some shit?
What?
That fuck, whatever you said that. Okay, you're going to try and make me sound like I'm crazy. You know what I'm talking about.
Last night we didn't go on the live.
It wasn't on the live. It was between me and you. Later. Yeah.
Later.
Barbero said
Hey,
exactly
well,
what.
you don't, first of all, you can't be putting my personal stuff out there without asking me first.
That's not personal.
Yes, it is. It was in a text. You can't
It
be
was,
doing that.
It was between us. And it wasn't on a text. You said the shit.
I say it out loud like that.
Farmero's exactly Burkino even said he has no animosity towards cricket. Orale. Burkino said Farmero probably the same vato, bro. MG said these so-called grown-ass men acting like they are in their second childhood. Yeah,
They
hey,
really do.
that's one thing I've learned about this YouTube. It brings out the worst in people. You know what I mean? And it can bring out the best. You know what I'm saying? Just it's a trip. Palmero said, "Yep, Burqueño, glad that you were there to validate what I said. Also, people always stirring the pot, and Timo wasn't being disrespectful on APA. I knew that was going to come up when it happened. Yeah,
Yeah, it
so
wasn't behind our backs. It's just to my face. Thanks.
John life's too short to trip off people's bullshit. Just live life with happiness to the fullest, Cardinal. Yeah, you're right about that, bro. Um, one of the things that really surprised me, and most of the people that have been here for a long time um, know how this all started, right? A lot of us sat here and a lot of the people on YouTube sat here and talked about the same things we're talking about today, right? Uh, speaking to the youth, trying to deter them, and for whatever reason, mostly money, things changed, and so a lot of beef started behind that, I think, and I like I said, I've seen the worst come out on a lot of people, but um, to each their own. At the end of the day, that's it. It's just got to be you do it for whatever you want to do it for, and if people are okay with, I mean, listen, as long as you're honest, I think most people don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? If you come on here and say, "Hey, I'm just here to show you guys videos and make money," I don't think people would fault you for that. You know what I'm saying? I think the bad part was coming out saying, all this good shit, and it was kind of like you're using that to come up, and that's what I didn't like. But I didn't get involved, and I'm not going to. I don't give a fuck. That drama shit ain't for me. MS said drama is drama, period. Oh wait, Farmero said, "Oh, okay, Jovan, I had no idea about that happening, and it's not cool for him to do that, but I was just speaking on the situation that happened on APA." Yeah.
No, I know. I know.
John Sabiaco said, "Homeboy needs God in his life, Carnal." Which one?
What?
I said, which one? Which homeboy?
What do you say?
Homeboy needs God in his life, Carnal.
Oh, there's a few people that do. Or just, if not, maybe not even God, maybe just a hug, some hope, some
Yeah.
love,
Happy meal?
happy meal. I'm here for it. I'm telling you guys, I'm here for it. You know somebody, tell a friend to tell a friend. I got you. But it has to be in Arizona because, I'm only in Arizona. Unless you want to fly me out, I could be I could be worldwide.
Yeah. MG said, I heard of cat ladies before, but is he a cat daddy?
Oh, for sure.
Who?
Ugh, we're not getting into it. Just keep going.
Cat daddy.
Just go.
Disco El Super Visto said, maybe bring back public lynchings. That'll stop people from using fentanyl. You think? I don't know, man.
I don't
You
know if
just
I
gonna
could beat somebody though like that.
start killing fucking addicts? I don't know, bro.
I
I'm not sure if I can agree with that.
don't know if we could do that.
I don't
Oh
know.
God.
I don't think I agree, bro.
Well,
Disco.
that is not nice.
Michael Saldana said, "Hey, carnal, you ever done time with anyone from Doble?" Of course. Yeah, lots of fools from Doble. When I was in all juveniles. And then when I was in the juvenile section in Madison, where I got transferred to adult court, there was a bunch of Doble in there. Gizmo, a lot, bro. I was there with a bunch of them, 18 streeters, 21st, um, all kinds, bro. Doble was at that in the mid 90s. Doble and the Milpas were both considered the big. They used to go back and forth saying that they were the biggest gangs in Phoenix between the two. And honestly, it was probably more the milpas was, but because doble, they were different clica. Like they all had, there was the same clica but different streets. So basically different clicas with the same name, and some of them didn't get along with each other. So, but the city or the placas would just put them all together and say they were one big gang, which was it was just their propaganda. But yeah, I did a lot. Yeah, with the bunch of them, bro. Porqueño said there was a truck
Well, you
driver.
were one yourself.
I wasn't from Doble. Shut the fuck
You should chime with yourself.
up. There was a truck driver here in New Mexico that was at a rest stop. He caught another truck pulling cages with 15 girls in the back. It happened a couple of months ago, but they barely put it on the news. Damn, for real? Isn't that crazy? Cages with girls in it?
That's sad.
Very.
Somebody's daughter in there.
See, those are the type of people that I do believe deserve like life, bro. I mean, how do you, you
How
you're
do you do
just
that and then go home to your own family?
and you're destroying kids. I don't know if they're kids or how young they are or how old they are, but I gotta believe they're young. At the very most, young adults. And how do you destroy young women like that? Like that you're destroying. Fuck, I don't know. I don't even this. Goodness, and supposedly a cartel was transporting them. Fucking sad, yeah. He said, I sent it to my wife, but I regret sending it. She's bawling her eyes out now. Poor thing. Yeah, that's sad, bro, for real. That's not even, like I said, I don't think you're, yeah, that's got you. But so where I'm at, the fentanyl issue is a little different. It's definitely destroying things here also, but it's also super cheap here. So most drug addicts still have housing, so you don't see it on the streets. Again, I saw that, bro. They had like 15 little girls in cages. It's cheap in Phoenix, bro.
Well, New Mexico is getting like Arizona,
Yeah,
right?
Farmero's more down, I think Midwest or something. But in Phoenix, bro, those pills are $5, something like that. Um, when 3 or 4 years ago, when I talked to 40 ounce about all that stuff that was going on out there, and he was telling me, he was saying if you bought bulk, like if you bought, I don't know what they call it, they have names for whatever, but like 1,000 of them was a buck a piece or some shit like that. Like that, that's cheap as shit. But I mean, but they're definitely not able to maintain. They're not keeping their homes and stuff. They're all over the streets. So maybe it's not that cheap. I don't know. But you would think it is. It's closer to the border than where you're at, huh, brother? Michael
Well, I think
Saldana.
we should finish up these comments, babe, and call it a night.
I don't think so. Michael Saldana said
Oh, oh, all right.
all this jale is so much different than when we were growing up. It's more exposed. El diablo no duerme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. Eric Lerma said, yeah, fentanyl is a crazy fucked up drug. I have a homegirl that just passed away 2 weeks ago from withdrawing off outage. She got arrested, was withdrawing in jail, and had to go to the hospital. And it was so bad she didn't make it. It's fucked up. The other side of that, bro, is I've read stories or seen stories on here where they're even putting it in grifa, um, in other things. So someone will smoke grifa or take whatever a píldora that they think is something, and it's that jale, the fentanyl, and they're dying, and they're ODing, and they didn't even like that wasn't even what they were meaning to take. You know what I mean? So that shit gotta be worrisome. You know what I mean? For people, that if you just smoke grifa, or if you have kids that because kids, that's usually the first thing they're gonna try and stuff. You gotta be real careful now because those idiots are putting that shit in it, and I don't know why. What does that do? I mean, it's just messed up. I don't know why you would risk killing what would it be called, their customers. Casparelli said, I'm taking classes in pharmacy. They have Narcan for ODs over the counter versus by a prescription, but it's expensive also. Yeah, I think a lot of states are actually starting to uh, pay, like put Narcan out there and try to get it in because so many people are OD. It's crazy. John laughing. Sergio said, that's true. I'll vouch for that. She looks early 30s. You hear that, babe?
What do you say?
Sergio said, that's true. I'll vouch for that. She looks early 30s.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Sergio, for not telling a lie. Thank you. See, he don't lie. So thank you for that.
Early 30s?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hater.
that still looks older than me.
No. Like I said, when me and you are together, people probably think like you're like my sugar daddy or something, or like my grandpa.
Shut the fuck up,
And
Grandpa. Grandpa in your ass.
then when Mijo is with us, they probably think you're our dad.
Shut the fuck up. Marco Saldana said, they think Migo is my brother. It's happened
No,
many times.
who's told you that? And they're lying.
You're a hater. You know it because you
No, for
know it.
real. For real. You guys look like each other. Yes, you're his biological father. Do you look like brothers? No, you don't. That's okay, though. That's okay.
You're the only one that doesn't think so. Marco Saldana said 40 is a good age. Now, when you hit half a century, then things start to change.
I
LOL.
know. That's this guy here.
John Salviejo said, that's okay. I'm 52 and my wife is 39. Watch out. There you go. Mine is that's right. Thanks, bro.
Wow, Sergio.
Let me see. Eric Lerma said, damn, 40 years old. She's 17 years older than you, Cricket. LOL. She hates to admit how young and good looking you are. I know.
Who said that?
Eric Lerma. See?
Okay. Oh, please. Are we in fantasy land tonight or what?
You're the only one in fantasy land.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Faramero said, rumor has it Jovan uses just for men to hide her gray hair because it lasts longer than Revlon hair dye.
Oh, wow. See, we take one step forward just to get knocked back, two step back. Okay. Great.
Michael Saldana said, Cricket is 45 with a young heart. Beautiful.
Oh,
Ruben Cruz said, Cricket, did you ever get into carga? I know a lot of carnales on the aguja. I did, bro. Um, in the pinta, that was what we all did. I did the good thing. I didn't never do. Well, I was never out long enough to get prendido per se, right? Um, in the pinta, it would be the weekends, and then kind of that's it. So I never really, I've never had the malias. Never had to go through any of that. But when visitas hit, papeles were running around, or we would get our pedazos and all this and that. Yeah, I partook. But like I said, the good thing is I never really, it never became an addiction because I wasn't out long enough. I didn't, you know what I mean, to to go hard on it. You know what I mean? Thankfully, I mean, it's not because I didn't want to. I'm sure I would have if I would have spent more time on the calles, but because that was the drug of choice. You know, when I hit the pinta, that was the only thing you could find on a yarda. Maybe once in a while people would bring in grifa, but because of the smell and stuff, people didn't really, there wasn't something, and the money was in the carga. So the majority of what you would find in there was carga, and so that's what everybody took. I mean, no, I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just it was what it was, and so yeah, of course. And yeah, you're right. I mean, I out of all the carnales, um, I've only known, I only knew of three that didn't fuck around, and actually not one didn't fuck around with the aguja. He snorted it, and the other two didn't fuck around at all with they just smoked grifa. They didn't fuck with carga, but that's it. The rest were all tecatos, as far as I knew. 14 said, "Dang, Tres Flores didn't miss Cricket's pelo." Shout! You see that? Oh,
God,
my girl don't like that, man. She don't know what she was
it
missing.
smells so gross. Ugh.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Ew.
Ramiro Medina said, "Any Carnales from Westside Coalfields." Yeah, Aslan was from Coalfields. Sinners from Coalfields. Um, Wheelos from the Coalfields. Matter of fact, his last name is Medina. Um, who else is from the Coalfields? Aslan, Sinner, Wheelo. There's a few others I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, Sinner is one of the
Choco Locos from there. Little Kooky Wookie. They're all from there.
But Julio Solorio. So why am I blocked on YouTube? You're blocked on my YouTube? I've never seen your name over there. I don't know how that would happen. I can check right now. Who is it? Is the name Julio? Is that is that the name that you use on YouTube? Because I don't know why there would be why it would be blocked. If you tell me what the I'm looking right now, I don't see let me know the name, bro, and I'll look. I don't think so. I don't see why you would be. I've never seen you like come on YouTube and talk shit or any like anything like that. So just but so let me know. Let me know what name is on the YouTube and I'll look for it. If it is, I'll pull it out. But I don't think so, bro. MG said 14 straight Vaseline. LOL.
Oh,
Sincerely said audition. Yeah, Ernie Alvarez said audition. Sincerely audition.
okay, well, all of you guys with your auditions, great.
Cricket, did you ever know Ramon Bueno from Coalfield? I don't think so, bro. What they call him? I had there was yeah, I don't think I've never heard I don't think I've heard that name, but maybe if you give me the nickname. Sincerely said, when you gonna do the Trigger Boy story? Um so with the Trigger thing, the only reason I haven't, I know what started it all. I was there when it all started with it was actually Trigger, Chopper, and Greyhound and Monchi and all that stuff started. But um, I got sent. I went off to the feds, and I wasn't around for when it really got worse and Vato started getting hit and all that stuff. And so I'm not. I don't really know too much of that part of it, like the what happened and how it got so crazy, because it only started when they were saying me and all my co-defendants were in the county jail, and Trigger and them were in SMU2, and they started calling it like basically the SMU2 faction and the Maricopa County faction is what they said. But it wasn't like that. It was no split that way. There was a difference of opinion on one thing that I've talked about before, but it'd be too long to talk about right now. And then it escalated from there, and then all that other stuff happened. But I haven't really had a real good discussion with anybody that was all the way in the mix on that, right? So Chopper was obviously there for the beginning and through most of it, and then he got sent out of state. Greyhound was there too, and then he got sent out of state. So and then Trigger kept it going for a little while and got Big Al and a few other people involved. So and I have Wheelas that Trigger had sent out. He had made it look like legal mail, and he was, when people were getting hit and stuff. So I have bits and pieces, but I haven't got anybody that could tell me exactly how it all went down. I could tell you how it started, what it was all about, all that stuff. But as far as I do know some of the carnales that got hit. They were hitting each other at that time. Whoever was choosing Trigger side, whoever was choosing Pablo's side, so-called Maricopa County faction. It wasn't that, but and that's the only reason I haven't really done it, because I would only be able to tell what I know up to a certain point. MG says she's on 90 probation. Disco said I'm going to use that
Wow.
on the main if she wants to audition to be my wife.
Okay, well, you guys don't go out there and start using that word, okay? That's kind of hurtful.
Casper Ellie said I also know everything. Oh God.
That is true. Most women do know everything.
What's up, Cricket Jovan? Everybody from Raziel. What's up, Raziel? How you doing, brother?
Oh, hello.
Yep. Yep. Hey, Rafael Alvarez said, hey, Jorge, stop that 13-14 bullshit. We all won, homeboy. It depends if I break and pop your bubble in the pain. There is in the pen, there is no more 13-14 bullshit. We all won like back in the days. We all won like back in the days, homeboy. You're banging by yourself now. Yeah. I didn't read his comment because I'm, gang banging stuff. I'm kind of not the thing here. Mark Gonzaga said, 4 sons, all hardworking men. That's good. I got my son working with me, bro. And it's nice. The other day,
And no, you know what? Sometimes I don't like it because I feel like my son should be the boss. He runs around, he runs circles in that place, just getting things done.
so the other day, I hired one of my friends, one of my son's friends, and I was talking to him the other day. I I was walking with him because I wanted to see something and talk to him about something. And his friend, babe, I didn't tell you about this either, babe. Um, his friend says, uh,
Goro.
he said, Gordo's lucky that he has you, that you're his dad, and you've shown him so much. And I I commented back. I was like, well, I wasn't always there for him. I didn't get out till he was 13, and he's like, yeah. He goes, well, he goes, my dad didn't even go to jail. He's been here the whole time, and he ain't showed me shit, and he ain't worth shit or something like that.
But why are you telling his friend that you weren't here?
His friend knows. It's the friend that has been his friend since he was little, and our son told him.
Oh,
It's the one that
okay. I'm just making sure.
So, and he said that, and I was like, that's cool right there. When I talked to Mijo, I said, hey, what's his name? Said this and that. I told him, and he was like, yeah, we were talking about that. And then, that's what I told my son. See, you're lucky to have me, kid.
You're so stupid.
Ah, so there it is there.
Hey,
Hmm?
you're welcome.
Shut your ass.
Yeah, because I could have been gone. What do the kids say? I could have got ghost with my kid, and we could have been gone and
Don't try to use
remarried, and you know, just all that.
remarried.
Yeah.
You ain't been married yet. What? How you gonna remarry?
Okay. Well, I could have got married. I could have, started a whole thing. We could have been gone, but we didn't. We didn't. So hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
No, I like his little friend. I know who you're talking about. He's a good kid. He just, yeah,
Yep.
it's tough. His parents not there for him.
Casparelli said, "I don't understand why being a square is kind of looked down on. Like, don't we want better for our future?"
I think it's great to be that. I think I love it. I love the kids. Kids, they get to be kids. I like to see kids. When they're with like their little shirts with like their cartoons on it. That just shows that they're being young and having fun. And like I said, I wish to see a lot of little white fences out here in the world. It's cool to be square and not in trouble. I mean, when I was growing up, we looked at the bad kids like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with them? Like, who wants to be like that?" The kids that we saw in high school that were doing drugs, we're like, "Oh my God, they're burnouts." Like, we'd laugh at them. Like, we didn't think that was cool. And I hope that kids, can get that in their head. Like, it's cool to, go to the book club. It's cool to join sports. It's cool to not get in trouble. And so that's the plan, but I think it's great.
Yeah.
Like, I see a lot of kids on here from, the people send us pictures of their kids and like, "Oh, look at our kids, they're doing this and that." And I'm like, "Oh, they're so cute." Like, it's just so amazing to see them just different people than what, you guys were in your past. And that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, it definitely is. Casparelli said, "Giovanna, I need to act up for the trampoline park."
We can go together. It's really fun. I go with my nephews. It's fun. Ooh, girl. After 15 minutes, I'm like, my knees, my legs.
I could go all night if I did it.
You're such a liar. You're such a liar. And those kids can jump for like a whole hour straight.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't. Stop it.
Henry Cota said, "Yep, I'm in Seattle, loco. Are you, brother?" I'm glad, bro. I know you're with your hija and things. Hopefully, things are going good, bro. Yeah, Henry. Burqueño said tortillas. I was thinking about that on your video earlier when the news anchor was saying Willas. That lady got all into it instead of Willas.
I swear that's like how I would talk, I swear, if I was an interviewer. I saw a little bit of that, but that guy was just giving it all up, huh?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. Salina Martinez said, "Yeah, my son got charged as an adult at 14, did 10 years, and now he's in county looking at 15. And damn, it hurts because I was in my addiction, but it's never too late as a parent, but it hurts." Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the sins of fathers. You know what I mean? That's the saying, but it could be. It's obviously mothers and fathers, and unfortunately, the kids you know suffer sometimes because of that. Usually, and that's I'm not trying to make you feel any worse, obviously, but those are the kind of kids that the rest of us need to step in for and say, "Hey, man, I know what you're going through. I know how it feels. It's fucked up. But you got. You could always look to this or to that or to, you know what I mean? Like there has to be programs set up, and not just it can't just be about money, and it can't just be about you know, just going through the motions. It has to be people who actually give a fuck and give of themselves. You know what I mean? That actually put themselves out there to let these kids look up to them and approach them. And it can't just be a job. You know what I mean? And that's the hard part. You know what I mean? It's hard to find people that give a fuck. A lot of people, I mean, from what I remember, juvenile facilities, they're just there to get their paycheck. You know what I mean? And once in a while, you'll find someone that actually gives a damn, and they're always the one, like the favorite coach or the favorite counselor or the favorite whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I just think there needs to be more of that so that could spread out. And again, I mean, that's an ideal world. I don't know. Burkina said Church's chicken is way better than KFC. Stars local way. That Church's chicken is that shit is oily, bro. It is.
Did he say Church's chicken?
Huh?
He said Church's chicken.
Yeah, Sergio too. Look at Church's honey butter biscuits are fucking delicious. He said
From Church's?
they're crazy.
They're crazy.
I know. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Because I know you won't get to this for a while, but you guys were talking about chicken, and I started daydreaming Spencer. Oh shit! It ain't been that long, food. So I'm only like 20 minutes behind.
Oh my God, catch up.
Catch up your ass.
Catch up your face. Hurry up.
Mine was better. Porqueño says Sergio, yes, bro, yes.
Okay, that's a low blow because, like, yeah, you are old, but you don't have to say that. I look better. That's rude.
I said mine was better. I said catch up your ass. You said my face. Ass is better. What are you
Oh, I
talking
thought
about?
you said your face is better.
Well, that too.
Oh, okay, well.
Mark Gonzaga said Church's chicken is the best. Porqueño put 100. No,
What
it's not.
what are they talking about?
So just said I like to dip those biscuits in the mash and gravy, then smack a big ass bite of a chicken strip. You fat motherfuckers. You motherfucker. You. Sergio did a whole daydream. Selena Martinez said, and he didn't have no male role model to show him different. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
that's unfortunately a lot of us. You know what I mean? It's that's what's lacking in a lot of the barrios, and I think that's I think that's what causes so many kids to go the wrong route because the male role models they do have are these fucking idiots that are getting out the joint and trying to talk about how tough they are and how firme this is and that is. And you know what I mean? They telling their war stories about the pinta and talking about how the carnales are legends and all that dumbass talk. And I think that's where it all stems from. Honestly, I really do believe that in these barrios, the male role models that are looked up to are usually pintos, veteranos, right? You don't have the, you know, the fire marshal that lives down the street, the chief of police over here at this, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The teacher, the coach, you don't have that. You have a bunch of fucking fools that used to be gangbangers too, and either we're like wannabe types that just sat around their, still living at their mom's chante and telling war stories, or vatos that got out the pinta and are telling those war stories. And then you got these kids looking up to these guys. Who else are they going to look up to but the adults in their neighborhood and their it's just I think that's the biggest problem, and these motherfuckers should be ashamed of themselves. You know what I mean? Honestly, if you got out the pinta and you lived through that, you know how it feels to be in there and all that. There's no way that you should be sitting there, glorifying it and making it look like it's some kind of option for these kids. That's where it's. I think that's where it's all bad. That's where people go wrong. That's where these adults go wrong. Like motherfuckers are. They're so. I think part of it is the immaturity of these vatos getting out the joint. They still want to look hard and cool, so they tell those stories because they know that these kids are going to look up to that. They know that. They know these kids glorify that and see that as cool. But instead of telling these kids, nah, man, you ain't gonna like it. Listen, man, I lost this and that. I sat in there sometimes and had to hold in and make sure I didn't cry so that these fools didn't think I was weak. But man, I really wish I could have. You know, inside of myself, I was fucked up. You know, to tell the fucking truth. You know what I mean? I lost my jefita, I lost the ruca, I lost the love of my life, I lost a kid. Whatever each person's situation is. But believe me that everyone has a situation to tell, but they never do. They come out and they want to talk about how hard they were and how they, whatever. It's fucked up, man. But yeah, you're Salina. That's absolutely you hit it on the head right there. The male raw, they either don't have them or the ones they do have son vale vergas, you know.
Valverga?
Vale vergas. John Saviaku Jr. said, the one talking shit about you. Oh, yeah. Raziel said, where's Doble from? What side of town? It's on all the sides, bro. They had a back. I mean, I don't know nowadays, right? But back then when we were growing up, they had it on the east side, uh, south side, west side. It was all over. I think even the north side had a Doble. And it was, obviously, wetback power was doble. They called it doble because of the W on it, and it was mostly, and it wasn't all paisas. It was a mix, but it was called wetback power, and then they called it WBP, and it would be W 21st Street, 18th Street, just different ones. They had the avenues for the west side ones. Some of them on the south side.
It was mainly all Manuel's cousins.
AP was doble.
I knew it. I already know. That's not a surprise.
Where you at, AP? He came in and left, but yeah, he was dope. Colombia, Sergio said Colombia does social cleansings at night. The police will drive through the worst neighborhoods, pick up drug addicts, homeless people, and disappear them. Seen a YouTube video about a few years ago. Yeah,
What?
that's crazy. See, I don't know if I agree with that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. It's tagacho to have that going on, but these are addicts, bro. I think I don't know. That's something that I'm torn on. You know what I mean? Like, what do you gotta have sympathy? You know what I mean?
They're
Somewhat.
still human.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're trying their. I mean, they're. I don't know. They're stuck in their addiction, and sometimes that's hard to get out of. You know what I mean? I don't think they mean no harm. They're just, it's just bad for them for whatever reason, and usually it's because even them, it's a traumatic experience, and they're trying to, self medicate is what they call it. I don't know. I don't know. Search said, "What's up, Raziel?" Disco said, "Public lynching is not just for addicts, but more for the suppliers too. Drug dealers, public lynching. I don't know, bro. Because here's the thing: if you're not gonna publicly lynch these damn sex offenders and these vatos that are carrying kids in cages, then I don't think you should do it to drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? I think they got the justice system all fucked up. You know what I mean? And that's not to say they should. I think they should do it to include the motherfucking sex offenders. Raziel says, "Sup, Sergio B23. I'm tearing up these wings. Haven't had anything to eat all day, bro.
ooh, wings?
Wings.
That sounds good. Some little chicken wings.
Your birthday's almost here, babe.
Oh, I know.
Few more days.
I know. I can't wait. I've had my family on edge for the past like 2 weeks.
I'm sure you
Once
have.
my birthday is over, they get to relax. And I don't know why. They just, you know,
Because you're a nut.
I'm not. I told them, look, I don't care. Just do whatever. That made them more nervous. So I don't know. I know they're going to be happy when it's over, you
Yeah.
know. But I love it because, my mom, she hugs me and, I know I'm her favorite now, so it doesn't matter, but like she'll hug me and tell me stories and okay,
She,
at this time when I was pregnant, this is what I was going through and it's like she'll just sit there and tell me stories all day and I love it. I can't get enough of it.
she called me earlier.
Did she?
Yep.
They got wrapping paper with my name on it.
They or you got.
I suggested it because it's something that I had wanted.
Yeah,
And
that's what she
so
called
my mom, no, because like years back, I had got wrapping paper with my niece's face on it. And I
me.
was like, that's really cool. And so my mom's like, I want to do that for you one day, like when it's your birthday, because I know you really like that, like specialty stuff. And so that's how it came about.
4, 3,
But
2,
enough
1.
about me. Enough about me.
Cricket, yes. Cricket. Oh, your night is going good. Thank you, brother. Right back at you. Porqueño said $2 to $5 a pill here, usually depending on the quality.
$2.
Enrico
$2 for a pill.
Enricota said 1,000 pills is called a boat. Yeah, that was what it was. I remember Cuarenta told me um, that stuff, man, and he was like, yeah, that was the one, the boat.
That's so cheap, huh?
Yeah. Manuel Unzueta said, yo, just got off Jale. Told you we'd be here, bro. Sergio said, Raziel, LOL, enjoy my boy. Manuel Unzueta says, saludos, Jojo, Arizona. What's up, brother? He says, salud, carnal, I send mines, bro. Right back at you, carnal, ya lo sabes. John Saviejo said, buenas noches, carnal, and to your wifey. Have a blessed evening.
Oh, thank you.
I don't have a wife, bro. But if you mean Jovan, okay.
Don't be stupid. You know what he's talking about. So dumb.
Have a blessed evening yourself, brother.
Okay, fine. I'm his girlfriend. Does that make you feel better?
That sounds crazy, though, huh?
But does that
Girlfriend?
make you feel better?
Yes. It
I'm not gonna
does.
go around and be like, "Oh, you're my boyfriend." That sounds so dumb.
You asking me to marry you now?
No, I'm not asking you. I'm just saying it just sounds dumb.
I
Since I
already
know
asked
you half my life.
you. Already got the prize. You're good.
Okay, don't start.
Raziel said, thanks, Sergio B23, starving my ass off. AP said, good night, gente. Oh, there he is.
Oh, good night. He said that a long time ago. He's probably gone.
Yeah. Burkini said, the methadone isn't even working to curb the withdrawals. A lot of these people have to hit the hospital. Raziel said, client base. Manuel Unzueta said, my cousin didn't use, just drank and smoked yerba, but he was drunk. Someone gave him a pill. It was one of those fatty pills. He passed away in his sleep and shit was fucked up. Yeah.
See? That's
That actually happened to a friend of mine's friend, right? So he told me same thing. I think though he thought he was taking a perk, is what they said, like a regular, I guess. And so he did it, went to sleep, and never woke up. Um, it's just crazy. You don't know what you're taking when it's that shit. Jojo said it unknowingly makes people addicted to your product, so they keep coming back and don't even know why. You think?
yeah.
Because that would be a physical addiction, and people are gonna know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Jojo said they probably think she's your special needs child.
No, they don't, Jojo. No, they don't. Shut up. Don't laugh at that.
Oh, shit.
It ain't that
On,
funny.
on her bike, bro?
Oh my God. Okay. Good
Oh,
night.
it's Burkini said there was a father who
Shut
tried
up.
to.
Why are you still laughing while you're talking?
Oh, that was funny.
You're crying?
That was a father who tried to resuscitate his overdosing daughter. He died because she had it on her lip. She ended up living. Imagine that. Wow.
Now that's gonna mess her up, knowing that her dad died
Because of her, basically.
because of her. Yeah.
Damn. So just said, hey, ¿qué onda with Javier? Seems like he hasn't been on in a couple lives, no? Hey, that's true, babe. We need to call him.
Excuse you. I already did. I texted him the other day. He said he's doing fine. See, I reach out.
We're lying.
I'm not lying. I swear. I texted him the other day, asked him how he's been doing, hope he's okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh, your face.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's doing okay. I don't know why he hasn't been on the lives. Maybe we've been coming on too late.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow, Sergio, and find out what's up. Chocho said Julio Solorio. Salina Martinez said Mono. Sincerely. Oh, it's Google search this man arrested on suspicion of killing former gang member in Phoenix. Okay. Is that that's on Casper? Raziel said, sup, bro? He said, I wish my son would come out here and work with me, Cricket. You're lucky. Yeah, I am. It's cool working with him, man. La neta. And what I like is it's not just me, obviously. I mean, but be working here, he's learning a lot. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like because he'll always have some type of skills. And I told him, even if this isn't something he wants to do, obviously the rest of his life and make it a career, he doesn't have to, but at least he'll have some of this knowledge, you know what I mean? And he can put it to use, anytime when he needs to. Mark Gonzaga said you're blessed to have your son working with you, Cricket. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It is cool. Michael Saldana said Giovanni ain't going anywhere. She's the Cricket wife forever.
Oh,
That's
I
true.
could. Well, I could if I could. I don't want to right now, but
We
or
know.
then or years ago, but I could
No, you couldn't.
keep acting up.
Please. Porqueño said, man, Cricket, my stepson did a 180. That boy's out here cleaning the house, washing dishes, washing clothes without even having to BS. He hasn't smoked in over 4 months. He's doing great. That's cool, bro.
That's great.
I remember
And
when,
it's because of you though. Like I
yeah,
think you're a good role model, not just to your kids, El Porqueño, but to other people's kids too. We've seen it. Those two kids that are out there and you help them, it's the proof is there. You don't give up, you keep trying and look at that's proof that somebody needs somebody and needs help and that you're not just BSing, you're actually about it.
yeah, yeah. I
So
remember you were
that's
having
great
issues
news.
and he was on the verge. That's good, bro. I remember you had that conversation with him. That shows, bro, también that he respects you. You know what I mean? That is firme.
Yeah.
Con eso, bro, 916s, the raza should be educating our kids and directing them from the same ignorant past that we went through at home. At least we have that right within the home. Yes, of course. And I that's what I absolutely. I think that a lot of the um, a lot of the stuff that like the cultura. um, all of that, I think it's been hijacked and used nefariously. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people now, when you like Jovan, actually, when she sees Azteca stuff in her mind, she pictures gangster shit, and I think a lot of people do because it's been hijacked by them fools. But it's not that. It's a beautiful culture. Like I've been to Mexico and actually walked and seen the pyramids. And back then, I don't know if you still can. I was a kid, but you used to be able to go and they were like digging the shit up, right? So you could actually walk through the trenches that they had dug, and you would see the pottery, you would see like different stuff, and it was just firme, bro. Like there was so much like history that you could see there. A lot of times you can go to the Catholic churches, and they built a lot of the Catholic churches on top of like Aztec temples and shit, and you can go see those. I mean, there was so much, and if you really learn it, like obviously people are gonna use the bad side of it, they were killers, y la madre. That was just what it was back then. You know what I'm saying? They went to war. If they caught your ass, you're gonna get sacrificed. I mean, that was just part of it. Um, they did it for religious purposes. Look at what religion has done throughout the history. It's not just them. So, I mean, you can't just look at that as all bad. But anyway, I got off course. The point is, I think a lot of stuff has been hijacked, and it needs to be pulled away from that thinking. You know what I'm saying? They use I think, and when I say they, it's these organizations use a lot of that as a tactic and a tool to control. They make you think that you shouldn't. They try to instill all this so-called pride in yourself, which you should have, but they do it in the bad way. You know what I'm saying? Like they make it where you have so much pride in yourself, but you hate everything else, and that's not. I don't think that's how it should be. I think everybody has their own cultura, and everybody should, obviously be proud, but there should be no hate involved in that. And I think those are the tactics that are used, throughout history. And
I've never seen just a regular dude with Aztec stuff that wasn't, in prison once or wasn't a gang member.
but there is, and I've seen
I've
cops.
never I've never seen it.
I know, but
Yeah, but some cops are gang members themselves. So I mean,
I'm
they're their own
saying,
little thing. I'm just saying.
yeah. But I mean, the thing is that, like I said, I think it's been hijacked in that way. And
And
you're
see,
right. I mean, a lot of
I'm not used to that stuff because my parents didn't have that in the house and they didn't use that stuff. I think I told you guys a story when my dad was younger. He tried to have like a jacket or something that said, something about Chicano powers, and my grandma shut that down real quick.
yeah,
She's like, I don't think so. She's like, nope, you're not wearing that. You're not doing that because it, it it's used for the wrong reasons, even though they say it's
yeah,
not, but it is, you
it
know.
is. But like my mom loves Aztec culture. I mean, she used to send me postcards with the pyramids and shit. But it was just she's from Mexico.
But
You know what I
she's
mean?
from there, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But and I just and I like I said, unfortunately, the thing is, I think that they've hijacked it and used it for controlling. And I'm just commenting on what he said. Educating the kids and all that and about getting them away from that same ignorant past. I think that's part of it. I mean, showing them that this cultura isn't about gangs or fucking none of that shit. It's about just your history, bro. And it doesn't mean that you have to. It's just historical points of views. I mean, that's it. It ain't got to be all serious and shit either. Casparelli said a lot of little white fences. Laugh my ass off. Yeah.
That's that's a goal to see, you know.
Kenyon said just a little TLC goes a long way.
really does.
Casperelli said, I won't last for more than 15 minutes, girl. Nope.
Ah, I used to. Well, the trampoline parks are cool because growing up, I had a trampoline. We had one in our backyard, so we would jump on it and do flips and all kinds of things. And now they actually have like trampoline parks, but with like cooler stuff in it. So I'm like, I don't know. I like them. They're fun.
Henry Cota said, it's pretty cool out here. The summer is not too hot, but the winter's coming. I don't know what to expect. I'm just glad you're with your hija, bro, and doing good. Ya te dije. You get at me if you need anything. And hopefully, when you visit back home again, I'll see you. Ben Dover said, I did 36 months as a juvenile, and it saved me from a life of crime as an adult. I feel blessed. Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah, a lot of kids had that too. Some, it could be one way or the other. Raziel said, churches is greasy as hell. Yes, that's what I was saying. He said, those biscuits and fries are on point, though.
Ew.
I don't know about that. I just remember how greasy the chicken is, man. Porqueña said, Raziel, I know. What
Nasty.
the hell? What was this? Porqueña said, qué loco. All right. That was weird. Big motherfucker said, my trigger finger's itching. Manuel Unzueta said, when we were young, the goal was to hit the pinta. That was like going to college. We heard so many stories, we felt like we knew everything. Yeah. And that's the fault of those veteranos and pintos and all that. You know what I mean? And like, they should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Ty 602 said, get them, big motherfucker. Porque said,
No.
mine is due from the last live. Dull. Mine is still dull from the last live. Yeah, last one was a trip, right? They were all coming in. Big motherfucker said, oh yeah. Porque said, laugh my ass off. Selena Martinez said, pues keep doing what you're doing. Good night to you and your lady and everyone on this channel. Good night.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good one. I appreciate you coming in. Sorry what's happening with your son, but hopefully this will be the last time. El Farmero said, been listening but working, so can't comment. I send mine, y'all. Good night. Good night, brother.
Oh, good night, sir.
Jay Blaze said, 100. Much respect. Right back at you. Gasper Coronel said, what's up, Arizona for life? Much love to you, Vatos. Right back at you. Raziel said, that's kind of true about the Colombians, though. They made a citizens group called Bloque Cacique Nutibarra that stopped the paramilitaries from scooping people up at night. This is a good video. Really? He puts it right there. Okay. Manuel Unzueta said a lot of addicts were regular people that got hurt, like cops, judges, nurses, etc. They hurt their arm, back, knee, etc. Get stuck on pills. When the pills get expensive, they hit the heroin. Crazy shit. Yeah. That and also when the doctors would no longer um, prescribe them, you know what I mean? Then they would get malias and look for something to take care of that. It's a trip. Casper Coronel said, what's up, Big Cricket? You vatos are different. I believe I'm different. I'm 45 and I look like I'm 23, bro. Not a lot of people.
Oh, my God. I don't think he meant that.
You don't think he meant that?
No.
Oh. What do you mean, bro? Krusty, what's up, brother? He said the crusted joint. Howdy, folks.
Oh, hey, Krusty.
You will. Casper Coronel said, what's up, loved one? Love. What's up? What's up, loved one? Raziel said, facilities guys make bank if you get with the right company. Yeah, they do. Absolutely. Jojo said, with the helmet on. I think he's talking about you, babe.
Really? With the helmet. Really, Jojo?
Ray Diaz just got in the chat. He said, everyone
Wow.
in the chat, good night. White fence and cricket. What the fist? What's up?
Shut up. Stop laughing.
ZG said, Crick, thanks, bro. Ya sabes, brother. All good. Um, I got the picture and I'll post it, bro. I'll let everybody know. So um ZG he was a little late with requesting the backpacks, and so I just got they just got them, got them to him, and he sent me a picture. I'm gonna put them up, so I'll put those
Oh,
up.
how cute. I want to see.
Yeah, it's cool. But ya sabes, ZG, no problem, brother. Casparelli said, "Oh, the other day I learned about a dog called Solochquintli. I think it was kind of cool." Yeah,
What?
it's the Nahuatl name.
Oh.
Crusted said, "I'm not a gang member. I got Aztec tats." See?
Well, then you're the first, Krusty. Okay, I'm gonna
Peaceful.
write that. I'm gonna write that in my book because you're the first. Then
I'm not a gangster.
you were a Choco Loco back in the day.
Yeah, but not no more.
Well, yeah, but you were. That was my point.
Disco said it's the same pooch in the Disney movie Coco. Gasparelli. Gasper Coronel said, Big Ghost es Puente Dial Street. Ese Puente Dial Street. Ese. Órale. Manuel Unzueta said his CO was all blasted up with cultura, and the homies tried to tell him that he didn't know what he has on him, and he put them in their place. Told them he studied everything about it in college. Yeah.
Mhm.
Gasparelli said, LOL, Disco, was it on Coco? Gasper Correa said, California, send it respect. Ese. Right back at you, bro. Ya sabes. Costa said, Califas is part of Aslan. Yeah. So was Arizona, a little bit of New Mexico, Colorado, Utah. Gasper said, for life, homie. Krusty said, some of us never left. Big motherfucker said, my crusted brother. Krusty said, big motherfucker, my brother. Orale, we're at 2
Well,
hours.
pues, we are at 2 hours now, and wrap it up. Oh, it's my bad. Go ahead. You were gonna say something. Sorry.
Was I?
What were you gonna say?
Um, I was gonna say we're at 2 hours and 12 minutes. We're gonna stay here another 30 minutes. How you
You're
guys doing?
such a liar. Anyways, good night, everybody. Have a good night. And again, if you know any of your kids, or you know of a kid, or know of any kids that need something, we're never going to say no to a kid in need. Even if you don't like us or you're not a subscriber, if you know someone of someone that's kid needs something, please reach out to us. We'd really like to help. And then again, the Thanksgiving dinner thing is coming up, so we want to sponsor a couple families for that.
Yep, for sure.
That's pretty much it. So hope you guys have a good work day and be safe out there. Okay, this is your turn to say goodnight.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try. ZG said I told them to show off the packs, and they said they just want to say hi and hand out sandwiches or be part of your next drive. LOL. That's cool.
Mm.
I'm gonna give me 1 second. I want to show these pictures. I want to show this picture, baby. You haven't seen it either, baby. He just emailed it to me today, and I just want to show the hint, the stuff, what they do.
This is everybody in the chat. This is everybody on the Chronicles family that this is this is the output. This is what it is.
Sure.
This is where I like to spend more of my energy is fundraising. Every once in a while, I get a little sidetracked because of a dum dum along the way, you know. But for the most part, this is where the energy needs to go into. If everybody just put this amount of energy in like fundraising and doing things, man, this world would be a little bit of a better place.
Very true. Very, very true. Here it comes. Let me see. Bam. C D E F G H I J K
Put
L
it
M
up.
Q R S. Huh?
Put it up already.
Shut up. I'm getting it.
But when you put your picture up, it's like just two little clicks, so huh?
Well, it's already there.
Oh, cute.
I got the backpacks on.
Oh,
She got an Adidas shirt too. I think that was no. I don't. One of them. No, maybe not. I'm gonna say it's an Adidas backpack, but we sent four of them total. But I think one or two of them were Adidas. And they whatever they requested. I can't remember what they were, but um, one were like there was a couple like pink ones, like little like with the little thing on the side. I don't know, little. You know what they are.
oh, they look like little white fences. How cute.
But that's cool, ZG. Thank you for sending that photo, brother. But ya sabes, it's not us. It's the chat. It's you guys, and it's you've donated before too, ZG. When we do stuff, so it's all of you guys. But that's cool, right there. He said I told them to show off the packs, and they said they just want to say hi and hand out sandwiches or be part of your next drive. That's cool.
Oh,
Preston said, appreciate you all. Ty602, what's up? He said, Giovanna and the attitude, LOL. Good night, all. Where you been, Ty? Don't come in and say good night like you've been here the whole time.
you know, ties for the streets.
Is
That's what
he?
he does. Yeah, that's what he does. I've
Oh,
noticed that, you
all
know.
right, do that then. Yvonne Madrid said, good night, everyone. Good night, Yvonne. Yes, I
Oh, good
was.
night, Yvonne.
Sergio said, I finally sent your daughter's info to Jovan, so
Yes, Yvonne.
she'll be getting at her. Sergio said, have a good night, everyone. Crusted said, Orale, Ty. He said, Sergio. Ty said, crust. Casperli's okay. Buenas noches, guys. Sergio said, crusty. Henry said, good night from the Pacific Northwest. Watch all of a sudden, bro.
Oh, okay.
PJ Henry. Jojo said, trying to pop wheelies, but only get the tire 2 inches off the ground.
Goodness.
Francisco VP said, Cubelic Chronicles Familia, Big 2-3, and Hater J. What's up, Francisco? How you doing,
Oh,
brother?
hi, Francisco. How you been? I hope you're
Whoa.
well.
Been a minute, brother. How you doing? Hopefully everything's good with you. Preston said B23 family. Big motherfucker said B23. Jasper Coronel said peace. Said good night. Right back at you. Yvonne said thank you. We are out of here.
Thank you guys for everything that you guys do. Um, Again, this channel wouldn't be what it is without you guys. Like seriously, I
It
think we
was
had a total of 83 backpacks that went out. It's crazy.
but for real, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I know I clown, but honestly, you guys. Bubba Mesa said some dick keeps me out the loop. Fuck! I was supposed to text him when we started. My bad, bro. I'll get you on
See,
the next. I forgot.
but you can text me and I'll let you know, okay? Because this guy, I'm telling you.
My bad, Bubba. That's my fault, bro. That is my fault. I just damn. Real quick, big motherfucker.
You're so dumb. I can't.
He told me to.
Good night, everybody.
Said, roll that shit, Grillo. You guys have a good night, everyone. Said Francisco. Bubba said, LOL, cool, cool. Hey, everyone. Hope all is good.
All right,
Yes,
Bubba.
Bubba Mesa in the chat. What's up, brother? Francisco said, Cule, Bubba. All right, we're out of here. Sorry. We're about 2.5 hours in almost. So appreciate everybody. The conversation tonight was great. Thank you so much for everybody taking part in this conversation. I think that the more we talk about it, the more we spread the message, and I think the better it gets. I think we're taking away we're demystifying all that bullshit, the propaganda, and what people think those organizations are about, and prison is, and all that other shit. So hopefully, we're gonna continue to do that, and kids will see it and actually go into things with their eyes wide open. So appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're gonna get out of here. Darnell Carter said, "Love what you're doing." Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Baba Mesa said, "Francisco, my brother."
And you guys are welcome for having another night with me. I know I'm a hoot.
Yeah. And then there's that guy. Sorry.
Okay. So thank me later. But not tonight. We got to get going. All right. Let's click off.
Good night, guys. Everybody. Hasta mañana. Francisco said, "Hope that you're well, Bubba." Bubba's doing better, but obviously, not the greatest.
He's alive, and that is the most important thing.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Francisco said, "Not Jay." Preston said, "She a hoot."
Thank you, Krusty. See, finally.
There we go. All right. Buenas noches.
You can thank me after the live, babe.
Okay, I will.
Okay, but you don't make those eyes like that.
Everybody have a good night.
Good night.
Francisco said, "Chale."
Chala your face. Okay? How about that?
Shit. All right. Buenas noches.
Why did your eyes big like that?